Last year, people spent $2.8 trillion on goods and services to be well. 95 billion of that was spent on these smartwatches, along with around 300,000 accompanying phone apps. This is an absolutely booming market, and it is forecast only to grow, which is surprising when you consider that the smartwatch can only tell you 2 out of the 3 things you need to be fit, happy, and well. Exercise and sleep tracking we're all familiar with, but what about the other big one? Food. Tracking our blood sugar levels could tell us how food affects us. Today, that means needle prick blood tests or invasive needle patch devices. So what if your smartphone could monitor your blood sugar levels for you continuously throughout the day, painlessly without needles? I'm Dr. Rod Lane, and a few years ago, while I was working on a completely separate project, I serendipitously discovered how to measure blood sugar levels through intact skin. So there's no needles, no patches, no pain. Today, it's in a sensor that we call Sugar Tracker, which we can make small enough to build into the back of a watch, giving companies like Apple, Google, Samsung, Garmin, Whoop, and many others an absolute massive head start in what is going to be the next big evolution in wearable technology. And for these companies, Sugar Tracker makes possible for the first time some truly unique new apps. Here are 4 examples. Find the foods that work for you, because we all use nutrition slightly differently. Identify the foods that lift your mood, but don't then cause sugar slump blues. When you're training for fitness, match your meal intake to peak performance. And the big one, if you're watching your weight, how about an app that can tell you when you're losing it hour by hour? That hits one of the UN sustainable goals for health requirements. Food plus exercise plus sleep equals complete wellness tracking for the first time. So here's how we know Sugar Tracker works. Our lab tests show that we are already as accurate as the blood test gold standards. And we're faster too, a whole 15 minutes faster. And we have results to show you this, so come and find us afterwards. The sports science guys have really latched onto this increased speed, so much so that we have trials about to start with Solent University in Southampton and planned with Professor Holt, head of diabetes at University Hospital, Southampton. Smartwatch sales are set to be worth $90 billion of this market within the next few years. I'm working with even only one of the top key companies that dominate this space would capture us 15 to 50% of this market. And the really exciting thing is that the way this industry functions works in our favor. Today, Sugar Tracker is the only option. But if even theoretically something else was to hit the market before we were ready to launch, I guarantee the second, third, or fourth to market would be beating a path to our door because they're going to need and want to compete. And this is before we even consider monetizing the data from the sensor for the smartphone apps. The time to invest in Sugar Tracker is now. This industry is driven by innovation. They need Sugar Tracker. 75% of people we've asked said that they would switch and pay more. They want Sugar Tracker. Our unique rapid measurement technology is IP protected and our chip design uncopyable. We are ready to give the world Sugar Tracker. Since 2020, we've reached the point of starting our planned trials, as I mentioned. Our next 2 milestones are to design the chip ready for licensing and then take Sugar Tracker, or as we start to take Sugar Tracker to market, quite frankly. Our model is a simple one. It's licensing use of the chip for around $1 per wearable. That can give us an annual rate of return of $350 million. And we will also be providing consultancy to support these companies as they develop the additional consumer propositions with the data. I'm not alone. Dan and Emma, Dan's here at the back, are are along for the ride. Emma is a highly experienced corporate accountant. Dan will be looking after sales and leading the discussions with industry. Just great chemistry amongst us, huge mutual respect for what we're able to do. So I'm really pleased to announce that we're opening our seed round today for 1 million to take us through the next stages so that we can show manufacturers for themselves the full potential of what Sugar Tracker can do. We're seeking investors to join us as we seek, through our technology, to inspire people to be fit, happy and well. Thank you.